3, 2, remember to speak in the mics.
Welcome to the Renee Allen and Friends show. Yes. You have myself, Lady Nakia, Wright, with the woman's voice. And joining me, my co-host for the evening is Lady Rochelle Wilson. Can we give her a round of applause, everybody? Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's an honor. We are filling in for the Renee Allen. Those shoes are so hard to fill.
Oh my God.
I hope that we at least do her just a little bit of justice.
I hope so. I'm with you.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in online. Thank you, everyone, for joining us via social media. Thank you for all of our listeners. We are extremely excited to present to you a full hour of a woman's voice segment on the Renee Allen and Friends show. When I tell you that we have been in great anticipation waiting for this moment to happen, let me tell you, I think I got over Rochelle's nerves.
No, this was great. My honor and privilege to serve with you tonight.
Yes. We are going to start because it is my heart's desire that Renee is somewhere viewing us online. We are going to start with giving honor to the matriarch of her family. We are honoring Mother Charlotte Frazier, who is celebrating her 75th birthday on today.
Right.
Ooh, happy birthday. Something wrong with this bell. Happy birthday, Lady Charlotte. We honor you. We thank you. You birthed such a great woman in the earth. When she walks in the room just lights up. And that goes from great upbringing. I know that this is a different birthday for you. You're getting used to something called the new norms of life. But I pray that you are surrounded by those that you love, that honor, and that cherish you, and that today is filled with many smiles, great memories, and many more to come. So, Lady Charlotte, we wish you the happiest birthday ever and enjoy your year. Yes. Before we get into a woman's voice segment, Renee Allen, known to many as the People's MC, has a lot of events coming up over the next few weeks. So we're going to go through some of those events, and it's our hope that you mark your calendars and plan to join her. The first event that we're going to talk about is the Spectrum Circle. Renee Allen is a part of this upcoming extraordinary event. Many people know the host of this event, Karen Alston. She is part of the Renee Allen and Friends show. She does the Karenism portion, segment. She's so great. She's having this extraordinary event. I've never gone, but this is going to be my first year. The Spectrum Circle Awards Luncheon. The purpose of the award is to honor women who work in the fields of technology, media, and business. It's going to take place on Friday, March the 17th at noon. I hear that the who's who of the world is going to be there. And if I were you, I don't know if tickets are sold out, but if I were you, I would just look at the information on the flyer, go to the website. If there's a chance that you will be there, it feels like it's a great opportunity to honor women doing phenomenal things. It's a great networking moment. So if I were you, mark your calendars, go to the website. I hope it's not sold out. You can still get tickets. The next event that Renee is a part of, it is a collaboration with Lady Remy Speaks. That event is going to be held on Thursday, March the 23rd at the Newton White Mansion. If you would just look at the information on the flyer, the Restore and Shine, No Limits. I love the title of it alone. That's going to take place on Saturday, March the 20th. Actually, that's a Thursday. Thursday, March the 23rd. From 10 to 4. I do believe that tickets are still available. Lady Remy is such a powerful force in the community. She goes out of her way to be a blessing, and she's so into women's empowerment. So if I were you, I would not miss this extraordinary event. Again, Thursday, March the 23rd. Lady Remy Speaks. Look at the information on the flyer. She's on Facebook. You can look her up. Get your tickets today. And last but not least, of course, the Mrs. DC. Did you know that there was a Mrs. DC pageant?
Absolutely.
You
Absolutely.
did? Why are we
as
not?
a native Washingtonian, yes.
Why are we not involved?
I should be.
I know the Mrs. America DC pageant They recognize beautiful married women living in a 25-mile radius of Washington, D.C. The pageant will take place on Saturday, this coming Saturday, March the 18th. I do believe that there's still tickets available. If it is, please. This is such an extraordinary event.
Awesome.
Oh, my goodness. Lady Wilson, I think you should be up there next year. Wait, do you have to wear a bathing suit?
Oh, well, if that's the case, then we already know.
Because
That's
Pastor
that's
Ishmael
a no.
is not coming for us.
That's a no. That's a no. Yeah.
Yes. Ladies, gentlemen, these are some great events. Please make sure that you support. Dr. Renee Allen is a part of all of them. The world knows her as the people's MC. Everything that she touches, everything that she's a part of is always a success. So again, look at those flyers. Go on to Renee Allen's Facebook page. If you didn't catch any of the information, all those flyers are uploaded there, and get your tickets. Yes. Well, again, I'm excited. We have a whole hour today, Lady Rochelle. Normally, I have like a 16-minute segment, and I'm like, oh, I'm in and out. I feel like we have a whole hour. We should lock the doors. You know, when you were in school and you wanted to just have a moment, typically in high school, when you had a moment, you wanted to cry.
Yes.
You want to play all the music, all the songs that made you cry. So let's just shut the doors and play all the music we want to play, girl. Come on.
And have a good time.
Yes. As you know, I'm usually on the Renee Allen's and Friends show because of my organization that I have, which is called A Woman's Voice. It is something that was birthed a year ago. And when I tell you, I had no idea that it would have grown into what it is today. It was A Woman's Voice is not even an original concept. When I think about A Woman's Voice, I think about old school church. Do you remember when we were growing up and it was testimony service? Mm-hmm. And how people were free and bold enough to share their testimony.
Yeah.
And, you know, we would sit there, we would cry with them, we would celebrate with them, we would clap with them, and we would find our answers through their testimonies. Yeah. I just feel like A Woman's Voice is just that. It's like when you hear somebody's story and you go home and you be like, if God can heal Lady Lucille from blood pressure, he can do it for me. Yes. Testimonies typically change your prayer life. And I feel like that's what A Woman's Voice is. We should change our goal, our motto. We are walking answers. Yes. We were birthed to be somebody's answer in the earth. So that's where A Woman's Voice was birthed. So I am truly excited for this moment. Renee Allen is big on collaboration. Mm-hmm. And this is one of the partnerships that was formed as a result of A Woman's Voice. I've never imagined one yes would have produced this much. Wow. And you've been a part of A Woman's Voice since I started. You're here. Let me give you a little bit I'm just going to give you a little background about her, and then I'll turn it over to her so you can meet her for yourself. From the first time that I started A Woman's Voice, she's been there from the very beginning. I thank you for that, because consistency is just it's the strength of many relationships. Yes. So I thank you for it. I thank you for being a constant cheerleader. You have been phenomenal. And I believe that you have your own testimony. You tell me what A Woman's Voice has been to you.
I do. Well, let me just first thank you for allowing me to join you on tonight. I know that you could have selected anyone, and so sitting in this chair, I feel privileged. It doesn't feel like it's been a year. It feels like it's been very embedded much longer than a year. And so I think that already speaks volumes to just the magnitude and the impact that A Woman's Voice has had. And you're right. I remember the first event. I just felt compelled to connect. And I think you saw that in my various attempts to just make my physical presence known. Whether it was just at the end, at the beginning, in the middle, because I knew that I would always get something. And when I think about A Woman's Voice, it really is about this collaborative hearing of different perspectives. Amen. And this opportunity to voice your side of the something. Mm-hmm. Your recent event that was really, thought-provoking and just captured a lot of things. For me, it was just an aha moment around how we need more opportunities for women to voice their side of their perspective. Our voice matters. Amen. And so I think by the title alone, you make it very clear that this is all about hearing the clarion call from a woman.
That's good. Yes. Lady Wilson, one of the reasons why I chose her to join me today is because when it comes to women empowerment, when it comes to support, when it comes to collaboration, when it comes to networking, she's always there. I tell her, I don't know how many hours in the day that you have because you're everywhere, all over the place. She is like a superhero. And her husband and her and her husband, we've known, my husband has done a service or two for you guys, and it's just been, it's very rare to find such authentic hearts these days.
Yes, I agree.
And even from the time that we had just met, it felt like we have known each other for a very long time.
Yes.
She has a lot of things going on that I know that will be a blessing to many of the listeners, and we'll talk about that shortly. But I just wanted to thank you again publicly for being here today.
Thank you. It's an honor to be connected to you. Know that. Yes.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen. And this is what life should always be about. It should be about promoting.
Yes.
It should be about support. It should be about partnerships. It should be about, if there is something going on with you, I should be affected by it.
Yes.
So I am extremely excited about this. I am.
Yes.
We are going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to hear about all the phenomenal things that Lady Wilson is doing, and we're just going to go through it and support her and anything that we can to make sure that she is a success. And you just give us like a 2-minute break, and we'll be right back.
Yay.
Yes.
Yes.
Woo. Woo. Yes.
Oh, you're good. You can speak.
Where we at?
Yes, that's what it is.
I was just turning to go for
Getting some of the behind the scenes footage. Checking out Jacob. Hey, Jacob.
I'm here in the studio with Lady Nakia, woman's voice. Yes. You need to tune in. Listen, live TV, radio.
We were doing an Instagram.
Yes. Yes.
I was taking a selfie or something, but that's good.
Behind the scenes, folks. Behind the scenes.
I'm sure that something was right here before.
Yes, that's what they did the last time.
So where you at now? Well, you can look over there when you work. If they didn't know it.
Yes. Yes. Okay. All right. Yes. Yes.
Jacob, when I come back, I'm going to talk about my April 8th conference. And then we'll go into Lady Wilson. Okay.
Okay. Well, that will probably.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Easy to tune in. We just getting started, but tune in, y'all. In a minute, we gonna have to leave. Hey, Periscope. How y'all doing today?
Thank you for joining us.
Let y'all see a little behind the scenes. Let y'all see Jacob, too.
Yes, look at the man running
Yes,
the show.
Jacob. You better work, Jacob. Oh, okay.
They weren't ready for that, Jacob.
No, it wasn't. Looks good.
Yes, that's amazing.
We on a 2-minute break.
It's recorded live on the show.
Yeah.
They should be right back.
Oh man, I should sing my own theme song.
Nakia, you should. I'm here for it.
Yes.
Just
All right.
know it's all gonna be on video.
Ready?
Yep.
All right. In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Thank you for joining in the Renee Allen and Friends show with the Woman's Voice segment with myself, Lady Nakia Wright, and Lady Rochelle Wilson Extraordinaire.
Oh,
Yes. Many people have asked us, why do you ring the bell? Whenever you see me doing something online, I'm always ringing a bell. I actually got that from Dr. Renee Allen. Whenever someone says something that's really good and it has made you feel like, yes, you ring the bell as a sign of excitement, and I agree with what you said. So you will typically always see me ringing a bell. I took this idea from her. The next time you hear me talk about the bell, I'll say somebody. And then after that, it'll just be my idea. So you heard it first for the very first time right here. I want to talk about something that I am extremely excited about and cannot wait for it to come to pass. I have an upcoming conference on Saturday, April the 8th, which is my second symposium, and it's called The Cost of My Yes, with Bishop Marvin Sapp and the one and only Bishop Donald Wright. Yes. Who is my boo.
Yes, he's your boo.
Yeah, you better let me ring this bell myself. See, you're gentle to me. I'm paying the bell all up.
I need to take that home.
Yes. I thought I gave you a bell.
I know you did.
Yes.
I still use it.
Okay, good. The cost of my yes. I am extremely passionate about this year's conference. Everyone knows where you are, but oftentimes they don't know the journey that it took to get you there. And so often people will want to be your after without knowing your before. So I am truly passionate about this year's conference, because everyone that will come before you, there was a journey that goes along with their story. And on Saturday, the April the 8th, you will hear their journey. So when I tell you that I'm excited, let me tell you something.
Excited.
I don't even know if I'm wearing high heel shoes. Somebody might need to go out and buy me some tennis shoes, because I'm just going to be running all over the place, and I don't need a heel getting in my
We
way.
need you in the heels.
Yes. We need me
We'll
in
have
the
a
heels.
backup.
We'll have a backup plan. That's it right there. 'Cause I will kick those heels off in a moment's notice. And I am honored that Bishop Sapp said yes to this. I know that how busy his schedule is, and I'm honored that he will be here. His voice, along with Bishop Wright's voice, are powerful voices in the kingdom, and they have the ability to decree and declare a thing. So I believe that the women who are present there, their lives will forever be changed. And no, this will not be something that's going to be on social media live. So if you want to see what it is that's going to take place that day, you're going to have to show up.
Yeah, you got to
Tickets until, yes, absolutely. Tickets are $25 until March the 31st, and they are $35 up until the day of the symposium. I promise you, just one act of courage to show up, I promise you, will offer you a lifetime blessing.
That's so good.
So I'm excited.
Yes.
Sitting next to me, I have like this a powerhouse. She's so small in her frame, but when I tell you her voice in the earth is so loud and powerful and bold, her and her husband together are a true power couple. They have 2 books. We have a really good picture of her and her husband too. Let's see that picture. Yes. Team Wilson. Fix that bell. Yes. They are truly a powerhouse, and I don't recall a time where I've seen this. I am witnessing something for the very first time. They came out with their books like a month apart. This is so incredible. Let's talk about your books. Tell us about your journey. What took you to get here? And
so, thank you so much for the accolades. It really was a blessing to partner with my husband. And I say partner because we were very intentional about putting our books out at the same time. As you know, you were at my Beautiful Boss Ladies event, which ended up being the book release. And
which
that
is
was
phenomenal. Make sure you get your tickets this
December
year.
9th. Look out for details.
Yes.
So we decided that we were going to journey together and complete our book projects together. For my husband, Pastor Ishmael, his new book, Prescriptions for Your Situation, Daily Doses to a Better You, focusing on family, finances, love, and faith. He had been working on this book for a couple of years. My new book, 6 Steps to 6 Figures, How to Leverage Your Business or Your Career for Maximum Profitability. Unfortunately, I've been working on that book since 2011.
Wow.
And it had been a long time. And some reasons I had control over, others I didn't have control over as to why it took so long. But we decided to do this together, and it was wonderful. He helped me, I helped him. In fact, he staggered his release just so that I could shine, which was a huge blessing.
Aww.
Many people didn't know that his book was actually ready in December, but he waited. And so there's power in partnership.
Yes, it is.
Whether it's a marriage or friendship. So I want to just publicly salute my husband for just thank you for doing that. But my book, 6 Steps to 6 Figures, my journey for all these years, honestly, just with my career and my business, it's been a journey. This book was really written to help empower people financially. I come from humble beginnings. My background, I'm not afraid to tell that story anymore. I used to be very ashamed of my past. My mother was addicted to drugs and really couldn't do much for me beyond junior high school. And I just remember hard days. We lived in some tough neighborhoods, and I had to be the adult in the family. And I just didn't know how I was going to survive. I had a baby at 15, and all I knew was public assistance, drugs, and you just never made it. You never got out of that. And I just remember being a young girl and asking God to get me out of this, like to put me in a position so that I could take care of myself and take care of my family. And at the tender age of 18, when I got pregnant, I just thought that my life was over. Here I was taking care of a baby with special needs, a mother who was on crack at the time, a grandmother who was disabled who I was taking care of, and trying to make ends meet. And I just remember feeling like, okay, what is going to be the light at the end of the tunnel? And for me, it was education. I knew I had to, because I had dropped out of school, Nakia. I really did. I'd given up because I was like, how can I do this? How can I go back and accomplish and be successful academically after having a baby? And so, rewinding the story, I went back to school, I graduated from high school, and I decided to go to college.
Oh, so great.
I'm the first college graduate in my family.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to that. And that's important because my mother really, she raised me. She was much more stronger when I was younger. But when I was in middle school and high school, I made all of my decisions. So I decided to drop out. I made those decisions. So I'm grateful that I had enough sense and enough intuition and God, of course, in His grace to make that decision to go to college. And I remember it was a struggle to even go to college. I traveled from Tacoma Park to George Washington University every day. And by the time I graduated, I was so exhausted by the commute. I couldn't even appreciate the degree. But at any rate, I wrote this book because the Lord allowed me to see six figures.
Yes.
Before.
You see that bell? Did not mess up on that?
Yeah, the six figures.
Yes.
So the Lord allowed me, and I say the Lord because I give Him the glory. I didn't do it in my own merit. I'm not the smartest. I'm not the brightest, but I am a willing vessel to be used. And I know that when you can be used, grace can kick in and favor can kick in, and He can do a lot with you, right?
Yes, Lord.
And so that's what the Lord did with me. And so I just compiled all of my experiences in education. I've spent 20 years, this May, 21 years in education. I started off as a teacher, and now I'm a state director for the Office of the State Superintendent of Education. And so I've been able to hit the six-figure mark.
Did y'all hear that title? It was good.
State
What
director.
are you again?
I'm the state director for the Office of the State Superintendent of Education.
Yes.
And I'm a proud woman with a career.
Yes.
And I talked about this at an event on Saturday because a lot of times when you're, entrepreneur and you have a career, you feel like you got to pick one or the other. And I'm that poster child that says you can do both.
Amen.
And so I've always had businesses. And so I just take these 6 steps and I show you how to leverage your career and your business for maximum profitability. How can you just get your foot in the door and then all of a sudden you've climbed a ladder? How can you just plan and how can you set goals to accomplish those things? And so I really wrote this book to empower and inspire.
Amen.
Yeah.
That's so good.
From the ground level up.
Oh, that is so good. I know that you're going to be at our April 8th event.
Absolutely.
This is your first book, right?
Yes, it's my first book.
So I pray that your husband's schedule is available and you all
He'll
can
be there.
come.
He'll be there.
You guys can come and do a little bit at a Woman's Voice Symposium on the 8th because that is so good. Well, my heart just leaped when you said he delayed his book in order for you to shine.
He did.
Oh my goodness.
He did.
That is so good.
He
Pastor,
did.
get yourself, don't come to a Woman's Voice and try to preach everybody under the table. Let's come and talk about your book.
Yeah.
You let the Lord use you wherever I am, and if I have a say so, you let the Lord use you
Yes.
in any way possible. But
Yes.
I would love for you to share this with the April 8th attendees. This is so great. When someone says, I went from dropping out of high school, it almost looked as if you were going to carry out the tradition of your family, but God didn't see fit. There was a call on your life a long time ago. So I thank you for answering the call. You are literally what I just said, a walking answer in the earth. That is so phenomenal. To purchase these books, tell people let's...
Sure. Well, you can certainly get a Kindle version. You can go to Amazon, or you can go to our website, www.successgeeks.com. and you can get your copies. We'll autograph them. We'll mail them to you. We ship daily, and we thank you in advance for your support.
That's good. Success Geeks is doing something else.
Yes,
What else do you
yes,
have going on?
we have a
Putting
summit.
you on the spot. Please forgive me.
Thank you. We have taken again these books and our experiences. We've just compiled them, Lady Nakia, to really reach the masses, because we started getting a lot of DMs and inboxes around people wanting us to coach them, and we really didn't want to be coaches, but we kind of said, okay, we feel compelled and we want to share, because we don't just want to be the only ones. And because we're pastors, we often hear the stories of just the top as always financially prosperous.
Yes.
And so we want others, right, to experience that good life. And so
Yes.
we've created this company that allows us to coach, and
So
we created
good.
these simple tracks. You can be in the business track, you can be in the career track, and you can be in the personal development track. The personal development track is so critical, Lady Nakia, because one of the issues that I faced initially when the financial increase started to come, and that I wanted to talk about tonight, is that my mindset hadn't shifted.
Yes.
So my first encounter with six figures, I lost and spent all of that in 1 year.
We were just talking about that. Yes.
And so it was because I still had a poverty mindset, unfortunately. I wanted to make up for lost times, right? I wanted to feel the happiness that I felt was robbed from me every time I couldn't get, and every time I saw girlfriends with things, and every time my mother couldn't provide anything, and I just spent the money. I didn't have the principles, and it wasn't until I got married, honestly, that my husband, he's kind of the financial guru, and so we talk about things like investing. He gives you budget templates in his book, because you have to have the financial increase mindset.
Absolutely.
So
The
that you're not
same
spending all your money.
mind
Yes.
within a new environment contaminates the
Yes.
environment that you're in.
Yes,
That's
and
so
that
good.
and that's so true. So I had to start all over again from zero, and I saw God work and increase. And I talk about other lucrative streams of income that you can get to translate that. So we put all that together July 21st and 22nd at the Marriott in College Park. It's called the Success Geeks Personal Development Business and Career Summit.
That
We're
is
bringing
so
some experts.
good.
Yes, so we're going to be releasing early registration tomorrow, so stay tuned. Get your tickets. You're going to have experts in the room, and we're just going to help increase the capacity of people that want to go to the next level.
That is so good. It is my hope and my desire that your marketing plan reach the millennials.
Yes.
Because that is a group of individuals that I think that would profit greatly from that information.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because we're actually going to have, I can't announce the name, but when we do announce the name, it's going to be exciting. I'll tell you offline, but we are going to open up the conference with Millennial Night.
Oh,
We
wonderful.
want this to be attractive to millennials. We want them to increase. We want them to leverage their freedom of voice that they have, that even our generation don't have, to increase financially. We don't just want you to have the voice and the confidence. We want you to have the capital. We want you to have the assets. And so we're going to open up with Millennial Night.
Oh, good. Maybe they'll announce it at the April 8th symposium.
Maybe
Wait a
we'll hold it
minute.
then. Yes.
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 I am excited. It's going to be so many firsts and so many things going on at
Oh
April
yeah, they're
8th.
gonna have to show up. So we're gonna wait.
What?
So I'm sure Pastor
Yes.
are you okay with me waiting? Where's the camera? Are you okay with me waiting, holding that Millennial Night until April 8th?
Come on, Pastor Ish. Come
Pastor,
on.
is she on there? What do you say? Yes. Okay, yes.
Yes, Pastor Ish, I'm gonna make you the cauliflower and the grilled cheese cauliflower. Just
Oh, yes.
for your yes.
Okay, yes,
I've
yes.
already made it. It's really good too, Pastor.
Okay, cool.
Yes,
Yes.
I'm excited. Oh my goodness, this has been a phenomenal 30 minutes. I am truly, truly excited. Jacob, don't look at the clock. I know it's been 27, but it felt like 30. We are gonna take a quick break, 2-minute break, and be right back with you. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes. Woohoo! Yes, how you
Thank
feel?
you, Pastor Ish. Now, Wilson.
Yes.
Yes. You need some water? So see if they got water.
I did.
Yes.
A cup. If you have a cup,
Oh, that'd be great.
Come on, Jake. Come through with the cup.
Yes.
Pastor Wilson said, yes, please.
Yes. I'm excited.
No cups?
No cups.
No, it's fine. I'll take a.
So I just want y'all to see a little bit. I done showed Jacob on everything. Now I'm showing him on my page. Here we go.
Look.
Jacob is running this thing over here. The end.
I don't be your guest.
No.
Twice a month.
Let me see, sorry.
Are you coming?
I'm just having a good time doing what we do. I love the behind the scenes type stuff. Radio station, you know. If you haven't gotten the tickets for April 8th, I suggest that you do. It's going to be a lot of great income. We got Success Geeks in the building. Bishop Sapp, Bishop Wright. It's going to be an awesome day. So if I were you, I would head over to awomensvoicematters.net and get your tickets today. Now we're doing a little early registration, so if you feel so compelled to save some money, you might want to head on over to awomensvoicematters.net and get your tickets today. All right? Invite a friend. Tell a neighbor.
Yes!
Let's make it happen. It's going to be a great day, okay? Look at these two. Look. Y'all see what I'm saying? They're working hard for a good cause. Trying to bring information to the world. Uh-oh, wait, there goes the flyer. Oh, man, we missed it.
Getting so much attention.
I know, Jacob. Do you ever get this much attention? Well, here we go.
Here I am.
All right, guys. Womensvoicematters.net. Get your tickets today. I promise you it's going to be a great day. All right? Womensvoicematters.net. Yes, I've said it 3 or 4 times. Make sure you get your
About another
tickets.
minute and a half if you need it.
Early registration is only a few dollars. You don't want to miss it. Bishop Sapp, Success Geeks, Bishop Wright, Lady Wright. It's going to be a great day.
You better moderate over
Yes.
there, Sean B.
I want y'all to know I set up this whole thing. Self-made EP. I set it all up. You see my work? Look at my handiwork.
What are you again, Sean B? You are the
I'm the EP.
You the EP?
I'm the EP.
Yeah, Sean.
Yeah. Look.
You better do it.
That's right. Watch this. 15 seconds. It's like I don't really know. I just.
Assistant production manager.
It just felt right.
Yes. Start the countdown, Sean B. Go ahead. You running stuff over there.
It just felt right.
Jacob, make her feel important.
You're important.
Give her an assignment.
Thanks, Jacob.
No, give her a title. Title
Oh,
is like
title.
people
Oh,
feel
yeah,
important,
yeah.
not assignments.
Yeah, right, how about that?
Give her a title.
All right, you ready to come back?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, coming
Thank
in.
you for
5,
joining.
4, 3, 2.
Yes, welcome back to the Renee Allen and Friends show with the Woman's Voice segment with myself, Lady Nakia Wright, and Lady Rochelle Wilson. We have been having fun up here.
Yes.
It's been really, really good. I didn't think that I could hold out for a whole hour, but look at that.
Yes.
Well, it's not quite an hour yet, but we're doing good.
Yes.
Yes. Before we go on, I wanted to go back to the April 8th symposium. I wanted to let you all know that we do have many sponsorship opportunities available. If you go to our website, www.awomensvoicematters.net, you will see the sponsorship opportunities that we have available. I'm really excited about our website. We just launched it like 2 weeks ago. A Woman's Voice gets so excited about our first. And this is, for many of us, this is our first website. Yeah, isn't that great? I'm giving shout out to Charmonique and Marcy, members of my dream team, because they made it all come to pass. It's just a small group of us, but we've done so much with this small group. I cannot thank the dream team enough. I'm calling out Tashia, Diane, Hadassah, Leah, Laura, Charmy, Marcy, these ladies have committed themselves to a woman's voice. I could not have asked for a better, richer, stronger group of women than what I have now. On my weekdays, last week was a very interesting week, and they came in like superheroes to my rescue.
Wow.
And this is what you pray for.
Yeah.
This is what you pray for. So I thank God for them. But
they're awesome.
yes, we have some sponsorship opportunities. So please, nothing happens without money. And each time you come to a woman's voice, you will know that we make sure that you leave having an experience. So it is my hope and my heart's desire that you will feel the need to sow seed into it once you see what we're all about, and you can be part of the partnership. It's really only just one of us. Another thing that a woman's voice is very, very, very active in, and that is reading. We believe that reading is fundamental. So each month, the last Tuesday of every month, we have a Life of Books online book club. We welcome you to come into our studio audience to join us. But on each fourth Tuesday, we pick a book a month and we discuss it. We are literally in our minds. We are at home in front of the fireplace having girl talk, and we're just letting you join in. Have you viewed our?
Most of them I have, and they're awesome. Like, it's just really so intimate. And one of the things that I really like about it is that everyone has had an opportunity to read the book, because a lot of times with book clubs you have people that will show up and it's like they glean from the people that took the time to read, but all of your panelists clearly have taken the time to read because they asked thought-provoking questions.
Yes.
I'm like, so you really read that, you just didn't pull up the page.
No.
And you got there.
Yeah, you can't lead by example, taking shortcuts.
Yeah.
So I appreciate
right there. That's a book.
Is it really? Write that
That's
down.
good. You can't lead by
Hallelujah.
example.
You gonna be my ghostwriter?
I need a ghostwriter. I need your ghostwriter.
Yes. I appreciate them. They share their hearts. Many of us, including myself, we were always used to being behind the scenes. This first year has been extremely different for us because we're used to coming behind the scenes. So you literally watch us come out of our shell in front of you all. Like many people have the opportunity to come out of their shells in hiding. Well, we've done it publicly. And let me tell you something. I want us to one day, when we have the courage to listen to our very first Life of Books to now, and we'll see the growth and the progress of our using. Like, when you go back and you look at it, like, I know more words than that. Why did I repeat that one word that many times? But thank you all for allowing us to be us in front of you. Thank you all for allowing us to become in front of you. And thank you for joining in. We've heard so many testimonies about people who started their own book clubs as a result of the Life of Books. And that is exactly what we strive for. Yeah. So I'm extremely excited about it. One thing that I think that it is very necessary for us to talk about is relationships with women. Most time people have this stigma like we can't get along, and I think that's just that is a lot of truth. But I think that is a little bit on the shallow side of the stigmas surrounding women and how we get along or not get along, or what works for us and what doesn't work for us. What are your thoughts about the women as a whole and the stigmas that surround us? And let's talk about some of the ways that we can combat it or be a part of the healing process.
Yeah, so I think the first part of my response really aligns with the woman, she dealing with her internal issues and experiences and reconciling those, because we come to the table with the baggage of old relationships, and I'm guilty of that, right? And I think I can honestly say from a very transparent place that you have been kind of proof test of what happens when you deal with those issues and you reconcile them, and how you free yourself and allow yourself to connect, because there was such a long period of time for me where I just wouldn't connect with women because I had bad experiences. I mean, I could go back to the very moment and tap into the pain, and it was just like, I don't want that again. And because it was repeated, it almost felt like the norm. So if it's happened 5 or 6 times, then why am I going to feel like it's not going to happen the 7th time? But once I really reconciled that, acknowledged it, identified what I had contributed to the issue or did not do, I tried to create some lessons learned for myself and open myself up for what I wanted, and was willing to give that in advance, and was willing to take that risk. And I got to just say publicly, thank you for allowing yourself to be a test with me, and you didn't even know it, and you have only shown yourself friendly. Pastor Ish always says how, with my personal matters in January medically, you just you showed yourself in a way that I didn't expect. So thank you, and thank you to Bishop for allowing you to circle yourself around me, because it had been such a short period of time. But again, a fruit that was representative of me being intentional about showing myself friendly. The Bible talks about if you want a friend, you just got to be friendly, right? And I was willing to take the risk. I was willing to be rejected. I was willing not to get the outcome that I experienced from you in January, and still pour into you. And so I think women, because we bring the baggage, we struggle. I could have easily not wanted to come today with you, because I'm like, well, when I was a teen, all the light-skinned girls always got, attention. But that's so old, and that's like, I dealt with the pain of that 20 years ago. And so because we don't deal with things and we have issues, you're beautiful. You're going to be beautiful. That's not going to change.
Yeah.
And I have to believe that I'm beautiful. It's nothing that anyone else can say. So we bring those different things to the table, and we have to reconcile it, because we miss opportunities to connect.
That is very, very good. The joke has always been, light skins are gone. We've gone out a long time ago, honey. We coming back in style now.
Coming back, yes. Life for life, yes.
Life for life. That's gonna be my new hashtag. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for how you opened your heart to me. Thank you. You almost made a tear fall out. I wasn't expecting. I started stimming. I was like, oh, she's about to make a tear come out my eye. She sound like a tissue. I thank you, because most oftentimes in relationships, we do realize this, that love is a risk. And many don't want to take the risk.
Yeah.
But love is, and I've heard my husband say this, love is the risk that sharing my everything with you, with giving you the power to hurt me, and in hopes that you don't.
Yes.
So I appreciate that.
Yes.
I often say my life is living proof. Who I am today, I often say this, my past did not predict my outcome. Who I am today, I never would have thought in a million years. I've always been the outgoing, vibrant, freestyle type of person. However, I've always been guarded with my heart. You would never know I was guarded. But I was extremely guarded with my heart, and I thank God for the liberty to just, the walls are down. I thank him for that, because I've realized you cannot win people if you're not authentic.
Yes.
You cannot win people if you only put in a relationship expecting to get something back out of it.
So good.
When I deposit into a relationship, I deposit it without expecting anything.
That's so good.
And that's the only way that relationships between us females will thrive, because oftentimes females with women will often sometimes feel as if you left them behind when you become what they would consider successful.
Yes.
I don't look at it that I've left anybody behind. Oftentimes my walk will require me to go places that you can, but it doesn't mean I left you behind.
That's
I still
right.
love
That's
you
so
the same.
good, yes.
But there's some parts of my walk that you are not permitted in. Not because I've excluded you, but this is just how God requires it to be.
Yep.
And I pray that in ministry that people realize that you're not left behind, but some moments in life require isolation.
Absolutely.
And
it's necessary.
Yeah, it's necessary. Ooh, I felt the song rise up. Isn't that a song? It's Fantasia. It's necessary. If I had a voice, I would go in right now.
I need you to sing right now. Come on, sing.
No, I think that they made me promise I wouldn't sing, because I'm always trying to sing, but it don't come out the way I try.
And it varies the whole time.
It does not come out the way. You remember when we did Lady Kim's event, and I opened it up with a song. It was my very first time singing, and I must have felt like, oh, this is my moment, this is my time, honey. And I started it with a song. I don't know what I was thinking about, but just know I don't think I ever sang another song at the microphone since then.
I'm with you. I have a story very similar to that. I opened up in worship when I did my trial sermon, because I was so nervous, and Pastor Ishmael couldn't, he was cringing. I was like, I have to figure this out here.
I love our house because our praise and worship leader will allow me to have my moment and give me the microphone and let me sing. But then, I'll take it and move away from her so she don't grab it back real fast. So I'm walking around, sashaying with the mic. I am finally getting my moment.
Yes.
But I appreciate you. I appreciate a woman's voice. I appreciate the moments that we are allowed to be answers in the earth.
Yes.
She does have an event coming up in December, which is, what's the date of it again?
December 9th. It's the second annual.
Yes.
Yes. Beautiful Boss Ladies Brunch.
Yes.
And this event is really for women that have just purpose in their mind. They want to increase financially, right? One of the things that I was very intentional about, and I really gleaned from you a lot, is honing in on a thing and being clear about that and unashamed, right? With a woman's voice, you're very clear about, like, I want the woman to have a voice, right? And not teetering to the left or to the right. And so with the Beautiful Boss Ladies Brunch, I wanted this to be clear that this is about the woman that want to increase financially. If you want to make 6 figures, if you want to make 7, we're going to create an environment by which that can be fostered.
Yes.
And I make it very clear that this may not be the moment where we're going to be crying and we're going to be, getting our emotional needs met. Not that event. This event is for the woman that's coming, trying to network and glean from other women that have already hit the mark.
That's good. That is good. I was privileged enough to go this past year, and when I tell you, I've heard something about 2 weeks ago at an event, and the lady said, I'm tired of going to empowerment events and not leaving empowered. When I left your event, I felt like I could take on the world.
Oh, well, that's good.
And it's so
That's
good. So
That's
whenever she puts out the information for tickets, they go fast. Let me tell you, she sold out so quick.
That was a blessing, too.
Isn't that something?
That was the first go round.
Yes.
That was a blessing. So check us out. Follow us on Instagram, Beautiful Boss Ladies. I'll be posting information. And Lady Nakia, just thank you for your support with that, because, to have women of your caliber in the room, I've been to a lot of events, and, people tend to host events that they're not necessarily qualified for. I don't know why I'm going in this direction. But I felt a certain pressure by having you and other women who are already accomplished in the room. And I prepare a year out to make sure that I can build the capacity, right, of even women at your level and 7 figures. I may not, have 7 figures right now, but the strategies that I have been able to employ at the 6-figure level, you can use them at any level and increase.
Amen.
And so I think that's important that, as we challenge ourselves to have a voice, you got to make sure that your voice is the right voice for the right group of people.
Amen. That is absolutely one of the hashtags that we use at A Woman's Voice is your voice. Hashtag your voice matter. Hashtag you matter. Hashtag I matter. Because oftentimes the voiceless need a voice.
Yes.
And you have been that. And thank you so very much. And let me tell you something. Everyone has a dream. No one wants to be broke. Everyone dreams to be a millionaire. When someone takes the time to put in paper the steps to get you there, don't let their work go in vain. You do not have to live below what you were called to live. Someone has taken the time to put this on paper. So make sure that you get these books. I tell people who I often say, when you put what you know on paper and you're willing to share it with the world, you are the real MVP. So we are saluting the team Wilson. They are the MVP.
Thank you.
Make sure you get these books. We have shared a lot of information with you today. We've shared a lot of events. Dr. Renee Allen has so many events going on. Again, please make sure that you go to her social media page. You'll see all of the posters, all of the flyers on her page. They are awesome. Let me tell you something.
I'm trying to figure out where I can plug myself into.
Anything that Dr. Renee is involved in, just know it is one that you want to be a part of. Because time is the one thing that you can't get back. Dr. Allen does not waste her time. So if she is a part of something, try to get that on your schedule.
Yeah, definitely.
It has been an honor and a privilege to share this moment with you. Pastor Wilson, if you're listening, thank you for sharing your wife with me. Bishop Wright, if you're listening, thank you. I love you for allowing this opportunity for me to sneak away and share with the Dr. Renee Allen and Friends viewers and listeners. It has been a great segment. April the 8th, I pray that you sign up. Tickets are only $25.
That's not a whole lot.
That's not a whole lot. For $25, you're going to get the registration bags of life. Let me tell you something. The items that are in that bags is off the chain. Free food all day long.
And the food, can we stop there? The dessert table.
Oh, my goodness.
Which one was that? You just had desserts.
You're not going to be ready for April, honey.
Oh,
let me just tell you. We are shutting it down.
I digress. But the dessert table was amazing.
Yes. We have some of the best vendors. We're going to have from clothing to jewelry. We have a fashion show planned this year to a young lady who's doing, yes, a young lady who's doing candles. I mean, we just have so much. One of my associates is coming in from Atlanta. She's bringing all her phenomenal pieces. If you follow her on social media, a Daily Diva, every pocketbook, red bottom that you can think of, she's going to be there. We are going to have an incredible, yes,
my boutique. I forgot.
We are going to have a phenomenal time on April the 8th. Don't stay at home. Don't wish that you were there afterwards. Just get the tickets. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Next Tuesday, the 28th, A Life of Books, we'll be discussing Taraji P. Henson's book, Around the Way Girl. I'm expecting it. Yes, Taraji, we're trying to get you. So if you're listening,
come on,
please reach out to Nakia Wright social media and A Life of Books, A Woman's Voice. Join us. We would love to have. I mean, we'll just take 15 minutes. Yes. We would love
tag
to.
her. We want this. Yes.
Everybody that's listening, tag Taraji P. Henson.
Come on.
And your messages about the book club happening on Tuesday, March the 28th. We want to hear from her. Please. I thank Dr. Renee Allen for this opportunity. I wish the matriarch of her family, Mom Charlotte, the happiest of birthdays. And to all of you all listening and viewing, thank you. This has been a great moment in time. I wish you well. I remind each and every one of you that your voice matters, that you matter. You are somebody's answers in the earth, and you are needed. Thank you.
Okay, I like that right there. Yes,
Yeah!
Happy birthday to you.
Yes.
She gotta get her own show. Show her some love. She needs to get her own show.
Where the hearts at? Where the lights at?
She needs to get her own show.
Shaman, did you show everybody you? You've been showing everybody. Shaman,
I did a little bit on mine.
Oh, okay. Shami's the woman behind the camera. The EP that's been making it all happen tonight. Thank you, Shami. Thank you all for tuning in. It has been a great moment in time with you. We look forward to many more moments together. Maybe not in this atmosphere, but many more together. Until then, peace and may God bless you richly.
Awesome.